How's it going? This is the S3A mini PC from ACEMAGIC, who sent me this for free to check out so that I can let you know if it's any good. Yes, I am very aware of the past controversy around this brand. Long story short, some of their pre-built mini PCs shipped with malware. They got lazy, they got sued, and now it's not an issue. As always, if you buy a computer off of the internet, you should wipe the hard drive and reinstall Windows or Linux or whatever. Moving on, this thing is actually awesome. Kind of a weird thing for me, but I'm gonna jump straight into gaming. So far, every single mini PC I have tried out has been absolutely terrible in terms of gaming performance. And yeah, not anymore. These are not exactly optimal for gaming, but it is viable. Is it perfect? No. You're not going to be playing any modern Unreal Engine 5 games at max settings, native resolution. It's not going to happen. It is absolutely awful. But this is one of the only times that I am going to admit that dropping the resolution, applying some upscaling can actually get you a very stable experience that it feels good to play. It's completely fine, honestly. Especially if you decide to run this machine on a smaller screen, like maybe 15 inches or smaller, or as long as you are not sitting too close to whatever screen you have this thing hooked up to, it looks good. It does. It looks good. As long as you are optimizing your settings, accepting the fact that you're gonna have to drop the resolution a little bit, you 100% can get some very playable frame rates out of this. Color me impressed. Normally, these mini PCs are just terrible for gaming, and I have literally said in every other mini PC video that I've made, don't buy a mini PC for gaming. But honestly, nowadays, not a bad choice. For gaming though, where this mini PC really shines is emulation. If you plan on using this thing as like an emulation PC, that is going to be awesome. As usual, the worst part about buying any kind of computer is setting up Windows. The out-of-box experience has only gotten worse over the years, so have fun with that. Couple pro tips, especially if you live in the US. During setup, do not allow Windows to connect to the internet. That way you can create a local account and also set your keyboard layout to English International. This will allow you to uninstall a lot of the Microsoft bloatware that usually you can't get rid of on US-based machines. Don't know why. Do all of your Windows updates. Because this is an AMD-based PC, you are going to have to boot into safe mode, run DDU, uninstall whatever display adapters Windows just installed, reboot normally, and then install AMD Adrenalin software and get your correct display drivers. Also, don't forget to install your chipset drivers. That's very important. This is all Windows issue stuff, not anything to do with this computer. This is gonna happen on any PC that has AMD hardware. So, diving into specs. This PC is actually rather impressive in terms of specs. For the CPU, you have an 8-core, 16-thread AMD Ryzen 7 255 with Radeon 780M graphics. These are RDNA 3 based mobile graphics, so you are going to be dealing with shared video memory here, so keep that in mind. For RAM, this one does come with 16 gigs of DDR5 running at 6400 megahertz. Here's a speed test of the 512 gig NVMe SSD that this comes with. Pretty good. For creative and administrative workloads, this thing is awesome. If you want to use this thing for, say, music production or sound design and stuff like that, absolutely. Add a couple terabytes of storage if you can afford it. And you're going to have a seriously capable creative workhorse in terms of music production. You are going to be severely limited by those 16 gigs of RAM when it comes to loading contact libraries and stuff like that. So unfortunately, that is the trade-off here. Video editing. This entire video will be edited on this mini PC, shot in 4K, It handles video editing extremely well. Just make sure that you are generating and working with low-res proxies for your timeline. That way you do have a nice buttery smooth experience. It can handle 4K video and movie playback just fine. Multitasking is handled very well. If you plan on using this for like administrative work, I mean, yeah, it's gonna handle all that stuff just fine. Photo editing performance, also excellent. The thumbnail for this video will be made using this mini PC as well. Something that I have always loved about ACEMAGIC mini PCs is that they are so easily upgradable. The front panel just pops off with minimal effort. Also, look at that little baby fan. It's just a little guy. For storage, you have two PCIe 4 M.2 slots to install your own SSDs, which is great. Come to find out, apparently the RAM is actually soldered onto the motherboard, so the only thing you can upgrade on this is the storage. That sucks considering this model only ships with 16 gigs. Not sure what the thought process is there. Maybe they're trying to keep costs down, but yeah, unfortunately you are not going to be able to upgrade the RAM on this specific model, just the storage. One thing that I am kind of disappointed about is that this does not have a SATA port, so you cannot add a 2.5-inch SATA SSD. I can't afford one anyway, so whatever. For inputs and outputs, you get a USB 4 Type-C port, which is DisplayPort capable, 2 Type-A USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, and of course a headphone jack. On the back, you get 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, an Ethernet port, a display port, and an HDMI port. As always, the IOs on these little mini PCs are awesome. That's a ton of connectivity, and they're all fast ports too. I mean, the slowest ports on this thing are those 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports on the back, which will usually pull around 500 megabytes per second. The ones on the front will do like a gig per second. That USB-C port will do even more. You can run up to 3 screens off of this, one via HDMI, one via DP, and one via USB-C. It does have Bluetooth 5.2, it's got Wi-Fi, it's everything you need. Ravioli, what's in your BIOS-oli? Not much. There's not a whole lot going on in the BIOS. You can't really customize that much. You can't access the fan speeds. You can't customize the CPU or the RAM performance. It's a very bare bones. Maybe soon there will be a BIOS update that will unlock some of these features. To adjust the fan speeds, ACEMAGIC has integrated a little wheel on the top of the mini PC, which is pretty cool. I wish I could just set my own fan curve in the BIOS, but this is a neat little beginner-friendly design. There are 2 options: silent, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to just keep the fan noise as low as it possibly can while keeping a decent temperature. And then there's performance, which is going to just allow the fans to spin up to full speed, which, speaking of, this thing is dead silent. Even on performance mode, it's really, really quiet. I would recommend just set it to auto and let the PC do its thing. Even while heavy gaming, I haven't had any cases of this PC getting hotter than like 72 Celsius. This thing is a little bit pricey, especially considering you are only getting 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. I would say that over half of the cost of this little mini PC is literally the hard drive and memory alone. So, oh God, I hate this. Times are tough. So speaking strictly about performance, this thing's doing really well so far. It's smooth, it's snappy, it does perform well for gaming, albeit, again, keep in mind, if you are going to be trying to play modern titles, you are going to be extremely limited to lower resolutions, lower graphic settings, and you're gonna have to use FSR upscaling. As long as you accept that, then yeah, it does really well. As a creative or administrative workhorse PC, it's fantastic. Especially if you can manage to get your hands on some upgrades, then you can really squeeze out a lot from this thing. It's good stuff. I actually went into this expecting to kind of roast it, but I don't know, ACEMAGIC really got their act together and put out a mini PC that actually impressed me. Good stuff. Definitely worth checking out. If you want to pick this up for yourself, I have an affiliate link in the description, or you can check out my other videos if this is not the one you want. I also post my original music on this channel and a bunch of other random stuff too. So like, subscribe, and comment, and see ya.